Hello, beautiful beings. I'm Mama Belle from Mama Belle's Tarot. Welcome to my channel. Tonight, I'll be doing a birthday reading for Sagittarius. The messages in this reading are meant specifically for the Sagittarius collective. However, you may notice some of the messages resonate if you have Sagittarius placements in your chart. Before we get started, I wanted to say that this is a general reading and not meant as advice of any professional sort, including but not limited to medical or legal advice. Most importantly, I would like to say thank you for clicking here. If any of this reading resonates, please feel free to like, share, subscribe, and comment. Now on to the reading. Happy birthday, Sagittarius. I hope that you really enjoy your birthday. I hope whatever happens this year is absolutely wonderful, and I hope you have the best birthday yet. We're going to start, like usual, with the Tarot of Curious Creatures. However, we're not going to be doing the normal mind, body, soul reading like I did in the last video. This is going to be a happy birthday tarot spread. So the first card will be how you've grown this year. The second card will be lessons that you've learned this last year. The third card is going to be what you're releasing from the previous year. The fourth card will be the theme for the next year for you. And then the fifth card is going to be a gift message for you for the next year. And then if it feels right, we'll do something from the Sacred Creators Oracle. But let's get started. So how has Sagittarius grown this year? How has Sagittarius grown? Oh, pop you back in. Oh, okay. So you have the Page of Cups for how you've grown. The lessons you've learned. Oh, wow. Okay. That's not bad. What you're releasing. Oh, Five of Cups. So the lessons that you've learned are the Hangman and the Empress. What you're releasing from the past year is the Five of Cups. What's the theme for the next year for Sagittarius? What is the theme for the next year? Okay, you've got Justice and a message for the next year, a gift message for the next year. Oh, okay. That's not bad. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have the Lovers. So your last card, the gift message, is Four of Swords. So the way in which you've grown this last year is the Page of Cups. So that tells me that you have really started to learn how to love yourself. You've become a student of your love. You've become a student of your emotions, and you're learning what it is to truly love yourself. Not just self-care and bubble baths and face masks. It's more giving your body, your mind, and your soul what you need, your whole being. What does it need? And how can you love yourself just that little bit more? You've learned that. You've grown so much to be able to start learning that this is something that you want for yourself, or this card wouldn't have come up. The Page of Cups is a really nice card to get for how you've grown. It tells me too, because it's the page and not something further along in the court cards, that you're not done with your journey of learning how to love yourself, which I personally believe that you're never done learning how to love yourself. You just get better at it. That's a beautiful card. So eventually you're going to go through stages where you're the Knight of Cups, the Queen of Cups, and the Page of Cups, or the King of Cups. Wow, sorry. This is beautiful though, because you can't get to those stages without learning the beginning stuff. You have to have a foundation of learning to love. What a beautiful way to grow. Next, you've got the lessons that you've learned from the last year. You've got the Hanged Man and the Empress. This tells me that you've gained a new perspective because you put yourself in a bit of a pause so you could learn something new, so you could see something new, have a different perspective on whatever it is that you have learned. And that because you also have the Empress, this tells me you've learned to be in your power. You've learned to be someone who can look over an entire kingdom, as well as you've learned about abundance and how to take care of others. To me, this feels a lot like the Page of Cups. These are working together kind of energies because this is how you've grown, and these are the lessons that you've learned. These two right here. So you've probably used that Page of Cups so that way, well, let me take that a step back. So you probably went to the Hanged Man so you could learn to love yourself with that Page of Cups, because these are the lessons and this is how you've grown, which are very similar to me. So you've put yourself in hangman mode so that way you could get a new perspective on how to better be the Empress, how to better nourish, create abundance, take care of others as well as yourself. The Empress is someone who has learned all of the lessons of all of the queens. And part of that lesson is to be the Queen of Cups. So you've put yourself in a position to get to that space, because you can't be the Queen of Cups without having gone through the Page of Cups lessons. So you're gaining this perspective and have learned this in the last year, how to do that properly. Beautiful. What you're releasing from the previous year is the Five of Cups. That, I think, is also a beautiful card to get in that position, because the Five of Cups is about grief and sadness and loss, and focusing on the two cups rather than the three you still have. I have been through a lot of grief in my life, and if you've gone through grief, it is incredibly difficult to heal from, because one of the things that isn't talked about enough is that grief isn't healed from so much as you grow around it. You grow through those moments. And by getting this in the position of what you're releasing from the previous year tells me that you've grieved those two cups properly and you're ready to move on to the three cups. The Three of Cups is all about celebration and getting together with your soul tribe, loving each other properly. But you had to go through the Five of Cups and the sorrow before you could celebrate again. So releasing that grief tells me that you're not going to just be no longer sad so much as you've learned to grow around what is now lost. So that way you can celebrate the things that you still have. The theme of the next year for you is justice. You have the Justice card. So to me, what that says is that you're going to be learning about balance. You're going to be learning about hard work and hard play. You're going to be learning about rest and motion. You're going to be doing the things that feel in balance. That's also a beautiful card to get for the theme. I really like that. And finally, you have in this tarot spread, a gift message for the next year is the Four of Swords. So the gift for me, excuse me, sorry, is that in that balance, in learning to both work hard and rest hard, you're going to be focused more on the resting because you have the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords is all about healing and rest, giving your mind and your body that sort of slow down that you really need. I think that that's a beautiful message, especially with the way the rest of this looks, because maybe you've gone really hard because you wanted to love yourself really well and really greatly. And when you start that process, sometimes we can get caught up in the doing of the loving ourselves rather than the resting part, which is also highly important. The bottom of the deck is the Lovers. So this is the general advice going through for the next year. And what I'm getting here is that this also to me feels about balance, because this is kind of similar to having, at least for me personally, the emperor and the empress together. This is about loving yourself enough to have that balance of yin and yang in your own life. So keep learning those things that are about giving to yourself, resting very well, because if you're not well rested, you don't want to necessarily go out and do something. You kind of want to stay home and take a nap. So rest up, love yourself, keep gaining the new perspectives. Even though I feel that this birthday spread is a lot about the past year and then what's coming up. All of these lessons are still stuff that you've not only learned, but you'll be taking that and putting it into practice in the next year. So you can still continue to grow on those lessons you've already started, that you've already learned. Beautiful. I really like that. So now we're going to go to the Sacred Creators Oracle, because I feel like that just feels right. And then we'll go ahead and read from the guidebook from that, like we usually do, because that just feels right to me. I hope you guys have such an amazing year. I personally love birthdays. I think it's really fun to celebrate others and yourself, especially because, like I said, I've been through a lot of grief, and part of that, unfortunately, has been losing a lot of people at ages that feel really young, because when you're younger, 50 feels old, but as you get older, you realize 50 isn't that old. And it's such a tragedy to lose someone after not a long time. So I hope that you celebrate your birthday, because not everybody gets to make it to that level, but not just because others don't get that, but because you want to. You want to choose to celebrate you. I don't know why I'm fiddling with that. Okay, let's get you a card. Okay. So the card you've got is number 10, Changes. It reminds me of the Wheel of Fortune, to be honest. Okay. So from the guidebook, 10, Changes. And in case you didn't watch my readings previously, I read both the essential meanings, which is as if you get it in the upright, as well as the self-care message, which is as if you get it in the reverse. There's typically a message in the whole thing that may resonate with you when you read like that. At least that's what I've noticed for myself personally. And that's why I do it with these readings as well for others. Take a quick drink. Okay. 10, Changes. Essential meanings. The natural cycles of life, a positive outcome, a turning point, good luck, karma, destiny, the unfolding of your soul path, welcoming adventure and mystery. Self-care message. Things may be getting out of control. Unwanted external influences, the ups and downs of life, the inevitable nature of change, feeling uprooted in change, an opportunity to let go of old and outdated visions of the future. Your miracle is coming to you through a change that has already begun. Everything is about to shift, and you are at the right place at the right time. As the wheel of fortune turns, it brings with it some significant blessings. Aren't you ready to breathe in some positive change? I'm pretty sure you ordered it. You may already find yourself in the midst of this lucky vortex, and if so, you are being gifted an incredible opportunity to reach out and grab your success. Don't be afraid to step into something new and to welcome self-improvement and challenge as you say yes to novel experiences. Is there something in your life or something you've been wanting to shuffle and upgrade in your life? Your current situation is a little bit too small for your big, badass future, so prepare to amp it up a notch. Get ready to embrace Lady Luck and welcome your future with trust and courage because fortuitous fortune favors the brave. How have you been hanging out on the cusp of change? Have you been hanging out on the cusp of change for a while now? How will you know when the gentle beginnings of change have arrived? What evidence will you see? Name it. What lucky chances have helped you along the way? How could luck, intention, and destiny interact together in your favor? What a beautiful reading. I feel like I say that a lot. I really love reading for people. And I hope that you're enjoying this as well. More specifically, I hope this message resonated with you. If it did, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe, as well as share with those you feel it may also resonate. Again, happy birthday, Sagittarius. I hope this year brings you health, wealth, happiness, clarity, passion, and alignment. With so much love, I'm Mama Belle. I look forward to doing your next reading.